I'm Jules.
And I'm Matt.
And it's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. And to celebrate, we're going to go on a little road trip across the country, visiting 8 of the UK's finest manufacturers. And we're going to do it in our iconically British Mini Clubman.
British? And they're German, mate?
It's made in Oxford, Matt.
Oh, give us the keys, I'll drive.
Hello fast car, welcome to the Samco Sport factory. Let me show you around.
So I'm Paul Hinder, I'm the General Manager at Samco Sport and also Silflex, the parent company. It started in 1995 in St Albans, believe it or not. It was started by a chap called Jeff Gordon, and he had this small race car, and he realised that he was involved in silicone, and he realised the only silicone available was, industrial silicone, not very nice colour, etc. He realised that there was a market really for, bright, shiny, nice coloured hoses, and that's how it came about. In terms of clients, obviously what we're really proud of is over the years, has been involved in sort of high-end motorsport. Back in the 90s, we did a lot of World Rally, the Tommy Mackinnon stuff and all the Subaru successes. We did all of that. More recently, we've been heavily involved in Formula One. We can't always tell you who, but, pretty much all of the teams really in various forms. NASCAR, done some unusual parts for NASCAR recently. And then, outside of the car market, we do a lot in MotoGP, World Superbike and that kind of thing as well. I can't think of any particular celebrity clients, but I'm sure we must have them, somewhere. We are the original performance hose brand. So Samco Sport invented this whole market for performance silicone hoses. Nobody else was even doing it in those days. We've got this 20 odd years of history behind us, and over that time we've developed a huge range of kits and race parts, which is sort of way bigger than anyone else has. It's obviously a UK made product, which is one of the things we also have over most of our competitors. Quality, and then the backup really of having the whole commercial business we have behind us, which means we've got a lab we can test in and develop new ideas and products in-house. So I think those are our main strengths really. All our hose builders, they get a full training program. They come in here, they build simple parts, they move on to the most complex ones, multi-branches and this kind of thing. And it probably takes, 2 years of training really to make a good quality hose builder. So, and all those skills are developed in-house. The biggest thing for us is to get back to normal, being able to go back out and do shows again and meet people again, and promote our products more. I think we'll do the obvious ones like tracks, and then we'll build up later in the year towards doing the SEMA show in the USA, which is one we've done for many, many years, and it's a market for us that we'd still like to be heavily involved in, or more involved in.
Fast car, this has been the Samco Sport factory. It's time for you to leave.
Ooh. I've always liked silicone, Matt.
Have you?
Yeah.
What's your favourite silicone product?
Well, this is children might watch this.
Where to, buddy? What are we pumping in the sat-nav?
Let's get back over the bridge, back into England. And if I went to you, Cheltenham sort of way, and
Car Fouls? We're talking Forge?
We're talking Forge Motorsport.
Let's get it going then.
Let's go.
Hi, my name's Alex. I'm the business and sales manager for Forge Motorsport. Come and have a look inside. Forge Motorsport has been going since 1996. We're an engineering company who make car parts. First started off, someone asked us from a Series 1 Escort RS Turbo, can you do this? Can you make an actuator? And it's just like, oh, actually, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, well, it's engineering, it's manufacturing. And that's where it started, the Series 1 RS Turbo. And the VAG Volkswagen came out with the 1.8T Golf. So we did the replacement valve for that, actuator, and then the market exploded, turbocharged vehicles, and we followed on with the market really. We're quite unique within the market where we do valves, actuators, hard pipe kits, silicone hoses, catch can kits, brake lines, brake, anything really that we can manufacture, we can improve on the OEM, or in some situations where the OEM parts fail, so we'll do a replacement for that. But yeah, we've got a big old list of products that when a new car comes in, we've got a stable products like valve intake, intercooler, hard pipe kit. Those are probably the first products that we'll go for. And then it's just like, right, catch can kit. And then we'll do some market analysis and just see what people are asking for as well. So if they're doing a lot of track work, oil temp, so right, let's look at an oil cooler, and various different things like that. So we are very diverse within the aftermarket tuning industry. We've got in prototype stage, which is actually on our Mark 8R at the moment, is the new intake. We've got RS6 C8 intercoolers in the pipeline. Some more bits and bobs for the Yaris GR, the Megane 4, Hyundai i20. Yeah, there's lots of new products going to be coming available over the next few months. It's exciting. Yeah, the Mark 1, I think 7 or 8 years old now. It was originally white, and it was the MD's idea to build a car that's something that would represent the brand, represent the engineering work that we've got in-house, and from a simple track day car turned into this. In the white, people knew it, but in the black, everybody knows it. And we were at an event on the weekend, and people just taking pictures by it, taking pictures of it, and it's such an iconic car. And we're getting people who've got computer games who are building it on computer games in the same livery. It is very much an iconic car that will be out and about this season, hopefully. But yeah, it's amazing. I'm Alex, this has been Forge Motorsport. Fast car, can you go now, please?
Oh. Right, Jules, I have had enough driving, mate. Where are we going? Oh, you're driving us there. Let's go.
Back. You're shorter than me, aren't you?
Oh, sorry.
Right. So, clutches, Banbury.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go to Helix then.
Helix Autosport, baby.
Let's go.
Hello fast car, welcome to Helix Autosport Limited, come on inside. Hi, my name's Robert Lushy, I work at Helix Autosport and I'm the Engineer and Operations Manager for Helix. Helix Autosport is an Oxfordshire-based company and we were established in the late 1980s by Terry Ormerod, the Managing Director. He is a passionate and enthusiastic about the car industry and has been doing it many, many years. The iconic product that stands out in my mind would be the i30N that we did for Fensport. They dropped it off, they gave us the targets to meet, we hit them targets within a month and now the car's winning championships after championships each weekend, so that's one of the ones that in my mind sticks out the best.
I would say that Terry's built up a reputation with most famous and basic race teams that he can probably get his hands on. He tried keeping it local. You've got Francis Tuttle over in Wardington. You've got a lot of people over in Brackley, and then we have done loads of stuff for Cosworth for their F1 team as well. So at the moment we're sponsoring a few Drift Championship drivers. So our main one is Stuart Edgar. He's got a lovely car and everything that we've sponsored, all the liveries Helix, and then he's got a full clutch system in Helix. So Helix done the release bearing, cover shell, flywheel and the drive plate, as everything is produced in-house. The only things that Helix do not do is heat treatment and laser cutting. Everything you see on a Helix range is produced in-house, so the range is many and quite broad. And yeah, Stuart's absolutely smashing it. His car's got 800 Newton meters at the flywheel, and that's all on a single plates clutch, so he is very happy with the product, and he's doing the team well. I would say some of the stuff we've done for Cosworth and some of the stuff we've done for Tuttles is quite a big achievement. When Terry first started the partnership with Tuttles, he did all the clutches for the Baja project across Africa, and that's still something we're doing to this day. So that was late 90s that started, and he's been doing it ever since. So the thing that I think that sets Helix apart from the competition is that we say yes to anything. If you've stuck on anything and you need our help, or you want a product that no one else will help you with, we're more than happy to get on with it. You can come talk to us. We're Banbury based, Oxfordshire based, so you can come and see us. We can have a meeting and we can resolve any problems or any issues that you want. Any product that you don't see listed, we're happy to get on with it and help design a new product for an old, say 1930s old car. So our 5-year plan is to get more machinery, more staff, bigger area, and literally just progress with the time. Obviously we have been doing electric car bits. We know the industry in clutches isn't going to last forever, but there's always going to be race teams, so there's always going to be race clutches, and it's just literally our procedure is just to get our lead times down as much as we can and hit the targets that all our clients need.
And finally, it's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee this weekend. What's Helix up to this weekend?
We're doing a team building barbecue for all the staff members during lunchtime, so we're going to give the staff half an hour extra for lunch, so they'll get an hour in total, and then we're just going to have a team building barbecue and stuff while the stock take and everything's going on for the first day of the month. Well, it was a pleasure having you, fast car, but it really is time for you to go.
I never knew there was so much to make in clutches.
Yeah, it's a complex bit of kit, mate. Right, this car is getting filthy with all the crap we've been eating, the roads we've been on. Where are we going?
Well,
we need to go and get this clean, surely.
We do, and there's only really one place to go, so we're going to head to Daventry, Northampton, not quite sure, somewhere in between.
In between?
But it's GTECHNIQ.
Let's get it going. Let's get it clean.
Let's go. Welcome to GTECHNIQ, guys. I'm Dom. Come on through.
So I'm Rob Earle, I'm Managing Director of GTECHNIQ. So we're in GTECHNIQ headquarters, which is just outside of Northampton, in Northamptonshire. So it started out of a dissatisfaction of the performance of car care products, and there was an apparent disconnect between marketing claims and durability. So that was the reason why it started, and it started, it was a guy called Dr. Drew Gill, who's a quantum physicist, and he worked out how to make surfaces deliver the performance that everybody was looking for. So, and that was really the start of GTECHNIQ. So yeah, Motorsport was, so we're involved with some F1 teams, and that was specifically products, and that was quite an achievement really, that they tested, a couple of teams tested lots of different products. They had a specific problem to keep rubber marbles off the aero surfaces of the F1 cars, because that, if you get lots of marbles sticking to the aero surfaces, it unbalances the car. And they found our product worked the best. So we've got some associations there. We also work with Aston Martin, so with ProDrive specifically. So we did the Subaru WRC team, the Mini WRC team, and they found the coatings helped keep dirt off the surfaces of the vehicles, which is a big weight saving there. And also, with Aston Martin F1, that was more of a sponsorship thing there, which was great. And yeah, famous clients, Ian Poulter.
Oh, okay.
So we've done he's a big Ferrari guy, so we've done some of his cars in the US, and also Han from Fast and Furious. And he liked the product so much, we actually released with him a kind of Han-branded range of products, which has done very well for us in Japan as well. It's the experience. So even though we're a relatively new company, so we're 20 years, we were 20 years last year, so 21 years. So we were pretty much the OGs when it came to ceramic coatings, and you know, in car care terms, yeah, we're obviously not the oldest, but I think certainly and ceramic coatings now are really kind of, they've become the de facto standard. I think most kind of car people into their cars will know about ceramic coatings, and I think that gives us an edge in terms of the understanding of performance and how to measure performance. And I think actually another thing, being a UK-based business, you know, as we all know, what the roads are like in winter. You know, we're in a rural setting. You know, cars get covered in mud very quickly, and there's a lot of road salt. There's a lot of contamination. That gives us a real good advantage, because we can, you know, what we see, if we know a car's going to be, you know, if the coatings are still working well after a certain length of time in the UK, they're going to work well. You know, if you're in Nevada and you coat your car, or you're in New Mexico, or you're in Abu Dhabi, you know it's going to work, because the level of contamination we get here is phenomenal, and getting products to work here is, you know, kind of really translates well globally. We're working a lot more closely with material science departments of 2 universities in the UK. We made some great progress with a couple of projects there. Can't really give away too much at the moment, but you know, that's kind of using UK talent. In fact, you know, the talent we have in the UK for this kind of thing is really, it is world class, and you know, that's an area that we're getting more involved with.
Brilliant. And finally, are you doing anything this bank holiday for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee?
There is kind of the biggest car care show called Waxstock on the Sunday, so we'll be there Saturday, set up on Sunday there. So we'll miss some of that, but I'm sure either side will get a cake or two, I'm sure.
Thank you very much.
This has been GTECHNIQ, guys. Time for you to leave now.
All nice and clean now.
Happy days, you looking pucker? Yes, gleaming.
Gleaming.
Time to get back on the road, mate. Where are we off to next?
Well, I'll tell you what, if I do this leg,
yeah,
and then you can do the next one.
Cool, no
Is
problem,
that
mate.
fair?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good. Sounds fair.
Yeah, so the next one is EBC.
Cool, let's get there then. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get there.
No, they're about 2 minutes away, Matt.
What?
Yeah, just down the road, we're in Northampton too.
Where are we going after that then?
Oh, all the way up to Nottingham.
Hang on a second, how am I doing that drive?
Come on, well, I said I'll do this one.
What? All right. Let's get going then, come on then. Hey, Jones, you can't do that anymore, mate.
There's a Burger King.
Oh, all right. I'm a bit hungry, actually.
Double Whopper?
Yeah, go on then.
Hi, I'm Gareth from EBC Brakes. Welcome to EBC Brakes World Headquarters. Let's go and have a look. My name's Gareth Street. I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager for EBC Brakes. So the company was established in 1983 by a guy called Andy Freeman. So Andy had a passion for motorcycles. So the initial business was actually set up to sell motorcycle brake pads and discs. At a point in time, Andy then moved into making brake pads for cars. We initially started out producing replacement brake pads, and then we've moved on to making upgrades, which most people will be familiar with today. Green stuff, red stuff, yellow stuff, etc. Yellow stuff is iconic, is our flagship product now. which most people will be familiar with around the world. I think the success of EBC is because of the diverse range of products that we produce. So we claim to have the biggest range of brake pads in the world. Reason being is we cover pretty much any vehicle on the road worldwide. That's whether that's 4 wheels or 2 wheels. We also diversify into other markets as well. So we're involved in the rail industry, cycle industry, go-karts, various other types of industries. Pretty much anything that has wheels on it we make brake pads for. So our business is set up on distribution, so we sell to other businesses around the world who then distribute our products within their own territories. We do have some fairly exclusive clients, but unfortunately we can't tell you who they are. Approximately 4 years ago we kind of diversified a little bit, so our main market has always been supplying brake pads or upgrade brake pads for street use, which crossed over into sort of light track use, but we've put a real focus on now producing brake pads that are specifically used for track. So people will be familiar now with RP1 and RPX, which are our track and race focused brake pads, but we're now bringing out another range of brake pads this year, which will be called SR11 and SR21. They're sintered based brake pads, so they're aimed at sort of higher levels of motorsport. We also have calipers, so we've been producing a 4-pot caliper, our own big brake kits for several years now. This year we'll be moving into producing a 6-pot caliper, and then there'll be variations of those calipers that will come throughout this year and future years. I believe it's our range of products, so we cover everything from a basic replacement brake pad through to brake pads which are an upgrade for road use. We've got brake pads which double as a fast road pad, as well as a pad that's suitable for track use, and then through to our sort of full-blown race products. And we also have such a huge range, so whether you have a motorcycle, whether you have a car, whether it's a train, a mountain bike, a kart, go-kart, etc., we've got brake pads that cover everything. So I think it's our wide range of products that sets us apart from the competition. This has been EBC Brakes. Thanks for coming to see us, Fast Car. I need to go and get a coffee. It's time for you guys to leave.
Right, you did your quick little journey.
Yeah, alright, so that was EBC. What a place, eh?
Oh, beautiful, but it's huge.
It was huge,
A lot bigger than I was
absolutely huge.
expecting.
So, right.
What we put on the sat nav, mate? Where do I need to go?
I've already told you we're going to Scorpion.
Oh yes, Nottingham.
So, Nottingham, here we come.
Let's go make some noise.
Just like those boys.
Hi Fast Car, welcome to Scorpion Exhaust, come and have a look round. Hi, my name's Sean. I'm the CEO, Managing Director, Founder of Scorpion. At my age, I was very fortunate to be a youngster in what I would consider the best motor era of the motoring, which is the hot hatch era in the 80s and 90s. So I worked for another business back then, an exhaust business that were making classic car exhausts. I was really into the modern day cars of the time, like the Peugeot 205, Renault 5 turbos. I had a Golf 60 valve myself, Mark II. I made exhaust for that car, went to Crowthorne Laboratories then, when it used to be GTI International, displayed an exhaust system, had lots and lots of interest. Within 12 months I'd given me notice in, and in 1992, January, we started Scorpion. Yeah, I think back in the day, genuinely, there's obviously overseas manufacturing brands, but in the UK there was nobody making exhaust for the cars of that time. Nobody. There are several brands out there today, but back in the day they were making more classic cars, E-Type Jaguars, MGs. we really broke the mould into the modern car era. So, for instance, a 3-inch turbo back Cosworth systems would supply many companies up and down the country in Europe. Fords, Renault were really big in the day. BMW, E30s, E325s, M3s. So really, yeah, we really broke the mould in what we call a modern day car, definitely. Another great achievement for us, we did a lot of work with ProDrive back in the late 90s and early 2000s. So a lot of your viewers will know the classic Subaru models like the P1, which was the performance package from ProDrive itself. And the RB5, the Richard Bairns. So every performance package from Subaru came with our exhaust system. So we probably supplied 3,000 or 4,000 products through ProDrive, and I think for 5 years of the relationship we were supplier of the year. What we tried to do, and we've always done, is support production-based racing, because that's really where we all go on a Sunday or on the TV or go to race circuits to watch production-based, like British touring cars. So we started in British touring cars in the mid-90s. We started with Peugeot, when they used to be at Wrighton Street, Peugeot Motorsport. We did all the Group N rally products for them, the 106s, 306s, and we also did the 406, which back then people like Tim Harvey and Steve Soper were driving. That progressed. People got to hear about the products we were building for those guys, and it progressed when we've done basically more or less 50%, 60% of the paddock have used our products at one time or other. We wanted to understand what happens to products under competition. So because we've been sponsoring race teams from more or less only 4 or 5 years after our inception, we've managed to develop a lot of products for the racetrack and then brought that technology to the road. So for instance, this product in front of us, I bought this up here. This is a Honda FK8. So we developed the exhaust system. We had our own car for a start. We got a left-hand drive one from Honda, Swindon, with no problem at all because the race that we had. But the final development took place with Dynamics on their touring car. We try and eke as much technology out of that race field for the consumer, and that's what I think sets us apart. Thanks Fastcar for visiting Scorpion. Hopefully we impressed on you the good quality and Britishness of our brand.
Oh, there we go. Scorpion.
Made a bit of noise. We get a little Scorpion exhaust for this, no?
We could. They'd make a brilliant one for this.
Ah, they do the old challenge cars, don't they?
Yeah, very
Get it popping and banging down the road. Right, last one?
Yeah, we're going to head to Essex.
Okay.
And the clue is we're rolling on it.
Rolling on it. Wolfrace.
Wolfrace.
Let's go.
51 years those boys have been established in the UK.
So, yeah.
Well, in the world, but yeah, based in the UK. And this is it. This is it. This is the last one.
The end of the leg.
Yeah.
Fastcar, welcome to Wolfrace Wheels. Nice to see you guys. Come on in. My name's Barney. I'm the Managing Director of Wolfrace Wheels, and we are here with Fastcar. 1971, we were the first alloy wheel manufacturer in the UK. So we celebrated our 50 years last year during COVID, unfortunately. But yeah, it's going well. Lots of new projects and quite a bit of history, obviously, in those 50 years. A guy called Barry Tracy started in 71. He started in a factory in Wales. It's moved around the country and found its home in Essex. Alloy wheels generally was a new concept. Big range of steel wheels on most vehicles. It was seen as a niche. Going back 50 years, you're talking smaller sizes, wider wheels. You're in sort of Mark 1 Escort territory, 7x13s, 12-inch mini wheels. So it was just a niche that grew, that people wanted to customise cars, and it grew from there. When you look back at the last 50 years, I would say the 71 range has really encapsulated everything we have done over the last 50 years. It's a unique set of wheels, very customisable. We've looked at the market, looked where the niches are, and we designed a range of wheels for our 50th anniversary. All the centres are interchangeable, the rivets are interchangeable, and that was the feedback we got from on the market, and that sort of took all of our experience of 50 years to bring that range together, something completely different from what other people have got, allowing people to colour code the wheels to their car, their van, their 4x4. Like I said, it just covers everything we're about. Obviously the slot mag, I mean everyone knows the slot mag. One of the first wheels that we produced, massive range of sizes. You look back at some of the James Bond films, slot mag was on the Lotus. Everyone remembers the Lotus coming out of the ocean. That had slot mags on. And then we can move on to something more 80s, iconic, the Voodoo. And there's been milestones, you know, on the way, but they're the two which really stand out, which I think people can really sort of latch onto because it had good PR from both of those. We're on good terms with all the car journalists, the magazines. We're pretty much in the scene all of the time. Trends change. We tend to hopefully change with them or lead them, even into the modern world of the van, which is completely quite unique to this country actually. Again, this has put us on the map with somebody who probably didn't know Wolfrace before, completely different market. Just moved into the vehicle enhancements area, so we're now doing body kits for camper vans, fender flares for pickups, all branded as Wolfrace. It's unique, something we've just launched, got a good response, people like the name, and we just moved into a different area outside of wheels, but of course it all complements each other. Yeah, if you want wide wheels for your pickup truck, we now do the fender flares to go with it. Fast Car, great to see you guys. Thanks for coming. Now it's time to go.
That's it, man.
We're all done?
We're all done.
Cool. It's time to get me home then, yeah?
Hey, I only live down the road.
No, I know, but I thought you'd take me home.
You live in Peterborough, Matt.
Yeah, so how am I going to get back?
I don't care.
What?
See you later, mate.